better or for worse?
They are not very nice people. Harry was a crooked used car salesman, and Zinnia was a bank gambler.
They are so messed up in their own silly lives that they barely notice they had a daughter.
If they paid any attention to her at all, they would have noticed that she was very special.
They named her Matilda.
When Matilda turned 2, she learned what most people learn in their early 30s, how to take care of themselves. When Matilda turned 4, she had read every magazine in the house. And Sue was proud of her very first library card. When Matilda turned 6, she had begged her parents to go to school. They thought it would distract her with more important things. Or watching the television.
Matilda was punished daily for being intelligent, eager to learn, and just different.
So she turned to books.
Nurtured by the voices of all those authors who sunk their thoughts out into the world.
Those lovely books sent a comforting message to Matilda. You are not alone. They also taught her something else very valuable. How to stand up for herself.
That lesson, which was also fueled by her father once yelling, when a person is bad, they must be punished.
What Mr. Wormwood meant to say was when a child is bad, but instead he said when a person is bad.
Unknowingly, Mr. Wormwood introduced a revolutionary idea.
The idea that children could punish their parents.
And that is exactly what Matilda did.
What can do? What don't for him? To match your pail of water. Say, the songs of people was inevitable. He never stood a chance to be written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet. 'Twas written in the stars before they even met. That love and faith is the top possibility. Of their hopefully, endings are often a little bit gory. Change their story. We're told we have to do what we're told by shame. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you're always taking on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You must let a little thing like little stop you. He can sit around when I'm cage on top you. Like his mama saying, you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right.
In the creek of a bolt, there's a tiny revolt. In the seeds of a war, in the creek of a flower.
The storm can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest mind packs the mightiest every day. Starts with the tick of a clock, all escapes. Start with the click of a hat. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout. You can do what life do. What's that living out? This love you. If you sit around and get on top of you, don't take a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing's gonna say. If you know it's okay, then that's not right.
school.
Cruncham Hall to be exact, which wasn't what Matilda had expected.
The principal, Miss Trunchbull, was a horrible child-hating brute.
She would lock students away in something called the chokey for doing silly things like wearing pigtails, smiling, or eating M&M's.
Miss Trunchbull made sure there was no fun in learning, no second chances, and no excuse for being a child.
It wasn't long though before Matilda's infectious ideals started to spread.
Soon, all of Cruncham Hall was ready to stand up against unfairness, cruelty, and most of all, the Trunchbull. Which left Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher, in charge.
Miss Honey was everything Miss Trunchbull was not. Sweet, caring, patient, and always saw the good in others, except the Warwood family. Miss Honey saw Matilda's potential and was inspired by her fighting spirit. Miss Honey decided to make a standing move to adopt Matilda. Harry and Zania, who were on the lam at this point, found the decision fairly simple. For the first time ever, the Warwoods did something nice for Matilda. They let her go. Matilda Wormwood then became Matilda Honey and lived a life filled with discovery and love.
And abused, lonely, and forgotten,
She could have held her tongue,
stayed silent, ignored, and just tried to fit in.
but instead Matilda did not let her uncontrollable beginning define her very possible happy ending.
There are a lot of things you have to do when you're older. Why make being unhappy one of them?
Treat people with kindness, stand up for what's right, and above all, don't be afraid to be who you were created to be, no matter how old you are. When I grow up, I'm tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the tree. You get to climb when you're grown up. And when